Welcome back to another episode of the Tunnel Vision podcast. I'm here with Alana. How are you doing, Alana?
I'm good. I don't have a mic today. Well, I
know.
do, but I don't have one of like the handheld ones.
Yeah, because we've got a special guest using your mic.
We do have a special guest
Yeah.
that's using my mic today.
Yeah.
Do you want to introduce them?
Yeah, we have the one and only Brodie Ferguson here from Dunfermline. Hi, Brodie.
Hi, Ron.
How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm alright. Yourselves?
Good.
Yeah,
First
good.
podcast.
Yep, and we've got a cat in the background as well.
Cat in the background joining us.
We've got a Pars cat with us today, black and white.
Amazing.
So, exciting time ahead. We've got the Scottish Cup semi-final coming up, Dunfermline versus Falkirk. So we thought perfect time to get this man on.
Yep. Yeah, 100%. And we've got a wee mascot. Don't know if you can pick that up on camera. As soon as you said that as well.
Background. Yeah. So, Brodie, tell us what you do. So you have your own business, is that right?
Yeah, so I have my own sports marketing company. I work freelance for football clubs, players, agents, stuff like that. So yeah, one of my clients is Dunfermline, and I'll be seeing you both at the Scottish Cup semi-final on the 18th or 19th of April.
Yeah, 18th. It's on Saturday.
Yeah.
Big day out, Super Saturday.
I know. Are you looking forward to it? I'm buzzing. I
I'm
can't wait.
absolutely buzzing.
Yeah.
I was obviously working with Dunfermline last year up in Aberdeen when we were in the 5th round of the Scottish Cup, and that obviously all came falling down. I'm sure many Pars fans will be in the same boat, make the trip all the way up to Aberdeen, and then that was the season over. But now this season, 3-0 win over Aberdeen.
That was fantastic.
It was
I know,
absolutely
some game,
fantastic,
yeah.
absolutely fantastic, and Hibs as well. I mean,
Yeah.
we've completely forgotten that. And now obviously Falkirk in the semi-final.
Yeah, no pressure at all. I actually work with a Dunfermline fan, and as soon as the draw happened, immediately getting jabs at me about the competition and the rivalry of the Kincardine derby. So I'm sure it'll be very entertaining, not only just to watch, but the media, the build up to it before the game.
Absolutely massive. I mean, I did a reaction TikTok. You've probably both
Yeah, I
seen
did see that. Yeah.
I did a reaction TikTok, so I literally had the live draw up on my TV, or it was on my computer screen.
Yeah.
I just stuck my phone down there and then live reacted to it. But I think we were all the same. We kind of wanted to meet each other in the final.
Yeah.
But who can complain that it's definitely going to happen in the semi-final?
Yeah. 100%.
Still getting them at Hampden, still a big day out.
Oh, it's massive, isn't it?
Yeah. Save the juicy Dunfermline versus Falkirk bits for the end. In the meantime, we want to get to know you, Brodie, and a bit about your career. And then, if any football fans are watching, stay tuned. You need to watch the whole thing.
Yeah, you need to watch the whole thing, get right
to get to the
end.
exciting stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Absolutely. So how did you get started in sports content creation?
Yeah, so it's a bit of a wild story. I never actually went out to go and get a career in sport. Believe it or not, I actually wanted to become a professional football player when I was younger, or a professional athlete. So I actually currently do athletics still now. But when I was so I do multi-events. I do an event called the Decathlon.
Oh.
So
I love that shop.
Did you?
I used to do athletics when I was younger as well, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, Grangemouth Sports Complex.
Yep, been there, done that all the time. So yeah, when I was 16 or 17, I was, fifth year, sixth year at school. Mm-hmm. I actually had no idea what I wanted to do at all, no clue, other than just I enjoyed doing sport. And for me, I was 6th year was all about kind of trying to get a scholarship to America.
Yeah.
To do uni over there, but then through injuries and everything else in between, that never ended up happening. Yeah. And so I had a meeting with my guidance teacher one day, and she sat down. This was a Thursday afternoon, and she said to me, she was like, "Brodie, have you got your letter ready?" And when you just look at someone and you're like, I know what you're talking about, but what are you talking about?
Yeah.
I said nothing, had that whole 1,000-yard stare, and then was just like that, just, what? And she then said to me, she was like, "Oh, have you sent your letter off to the unis yet?" And I was like, because in my head I hadn't even picked the course I wanted to do.
Oh, right, yeah.
And so I picked my course at Napier, market management, that I have completed, and yeah, I went from not knowing what I wanted to do to doing that course. On that course I did in 3rd year, I had a placement year. I don't know if you had the same. Did you have the same one at film school?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we had a placement.
So
I went to work on Department Q.
Did you?
Yeah, it was sick.
Wow.
Signed in for my placement.
Anyway, at the start of third year, the first semester, so between like September and December,
Yeah.
you have to find your placement. You'll know what that's like. It can be absolute hell.
Hell.
So I started out applying on like LinkedIn and all these platforms. And again, at this point, I didn't even know I wanted to work in sport. I actually just kind of applied for a bit of everything. Applied for like kind of banks in the UK, other companies, kind of big corporations and stuff. And one of them that got back to me was Warner Brothers. So I had a interview with them and stuff, but it was based down in London and it never ended up happening. And then about November time, I actually seen on LinkedIn, I think somebody at Manchester United put up a post on LinkedIn, and they basically said, they were like, oh, you know, we're looking for somebody to come in and do like a placement. And I was like, I didn't even know that was a thing in football. I didn't even know you could do that.
Yeah.
And at that point I was like, why don't I just ping loads of people an email and LinkedIn messages and just ping them left, right and centre. And through that, there was about 3 or 4 that got back to me. One of them was Chelsea. A guy at Chelsea got back to me.
Sick.
Unreal. He said, we can't offer you a placement, but you can come down for a game and we'll let you come and see behind the scenes at a game. Another guy at Man United said, you know, we've got this programme, but we filled it already. We can maybe get you match experience, but, you know, we'll see.
Yeah.
Another one was Man City. Again, like, you wouldn't expect these big teams to come back to you, but if the right people are there, they do. And so
The right people that remember how they also...
No, exactly.
Yeah.
It's exactly that. It's exactly that. And somehow in the December, I remember it because it was, I want to say it was Boxing Day, 26th of December, or the day after, 27th. One of the teams I messaged was Hibs. And one of the guys in the media and marketing team at Hibs actually got back to me and said, you know, come in for a day, we'll get you in, and, you know, you can speak to us more about what exactly is you need. So I went in January, did a day which was unreal. Would have been the day when Hibs had just signed Maize and Malida, which was like a January transfer. Yeah, I think he, like this time last year, he was scoring a bunch of goals and then he went back out on loan. I can't remember where he, like somewhere in France, maybe League One or maybe something like that.
Yeah.
So that was unreal that day. You guys know, like, your first experience working in football is like, it just blows you away completely.
Yeah. You can't quite believe that you're like next to the pitch and not away up in a seat.
Even just see, at this point, this was like midweek, so this was like just going around, walking around Easter Road, and it was just like, this is just crazy. And then I spoke to them and I was like, listen, I've got like a placement for 20 weeks, can you do it? And they said, unfortunately we can't, but if you ever need anything, like, come and contact us. If you ever need any help or you want to come along on a match day, you're welcome to come along. So I did go along when I was doing my work with Dunfermline, but before I was working at Dunfermline, I reached out to the marketing guy at Dunfermline, who I still speak to, a really good mate of mine's now, and he basically said to me, he was like, listen, you know, we like what you want to offer. We're already looking at maybe doing something like this, so, you know, jump on a Zoom call, we'll see, explain to us what it is you need to do, what we need to do, and then we'll go from there. And that's the rest is history, basically.
Nice.
That's I love the progress there and the process of like how you got from basically volunteering for them and working with them through your studies to then making yourself sort of indispensable.
Yeah, 100%. I think that's a big thing for me is I think a lot of people think not just in football, but in life, like your career trajectory is just like one dimensional, whereas for me it absolutely wasn't. Like, I didn't always know what I wanted to do, and there's even cases now where I don't always know what I want to do now. Usually be the same. You just never know what's going to come next.
I mean, life's long enough to have 5 careers if you want to. You know, there's no rules saying you need to start at 20 and finish that same thing at 60.
100%.
So I mean, we'll be working till we're 75 at this rate. So.
Yeah, that's so true.
Yeah.
So you say you run your own business. How old are you?
22.
22. That's wild that you run your own business at 22. I mean, I'm 22 as well, but like it's still pretty impressive that, like, you know, you're like running your own business and having, you know, a full-time income in that, being a freelancer and like being a freelancer as well. It's
takes
tough
a lot
out there. When it comes to like prepping and making sure, you know, you've got like work coming in and how you manage all that, what does your like typical week look like for, let's say you're going and you're doing shooting throughout the week and then you got a game day on a Saturday?
Yeah.
What does that look like for your
I mean,
prep?
to be completely honest, it can be all over the place. You don't know what's going to happen next. That's one thing I would say, and I think you should probably be exactly the same, right? Doing freelance. I mean, I'm essentially freelancing myself out at the moment, but I've spoken to a few people working in football, and my eventual plan for the business that I'm currently running is to have multiple people working at multiple different clubs across Scottish football and again, this is a bit further down the line, but across all UK football.
Nice.
What I want to do is essentially give people our age more opportunities in football that aren't necessarily there already.
Yeah.
I think it's such a massive thing in football, and the industry itself is only growing year on year. You've seen the massive explosion in interest just since COVID.
Yeah.
You know, even just looking at the likes of Dunfermline and Falkirk, you know, that we both work for, I've seen it Dunfermline a massive, even just digital wise online, the numbers have just grown year upon year.
Yeah.
I think these would be the same for Falkirk. Like the interest in football is growing every single
100%.
year.
But do you think that's because, sorry to just jump in there, do you think that's because there is so much more accessibility on, like, you know, on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook, and that's why there's this more personal reach to get to fans, and that's why the numbers are growing so much? It's not even just football itself, it's the fact that we can use these platforms to share it and make it more accessible to a wider reach of people that isn't just like folk that watch Super Saturday on a, like, do you know what I mean, and listen to the radio or watch Sports Scene on a Sunday night.
I think it's completely changed how clubs interact with fans, and in that respect then even like how different age groups of fans can get involved, because I think that like your traditional media that would have been, you know, before our time, but like with the newspapers and stuff, like I feel like maybe a 10-year-old, or keep it like with what you're allowed on TikTok, like a 13-year-old maybe wouldn't have been as engaged with their club's outputs when it was in that format, whereas now everyone's got a phone, everyone's got access to the internet, and you're able to just reach so many different groups of people, like appealing to different people in different ways.
And I think it's us in this room that are making that happen.
Yeah.
It's like, do you know what I mean? I honestly believe like it's the younger people in football, and especially in the media side, that are really driving the engagement into just your average person coming to football. I mean, I have people talking to me when I go to the gym and stuff that, you know, don't necessarily like football, and they're talking to me stuff that like they know that I've posted on behalf of the club or they've seen at the club do. I think it's a great thing, right? Like, not only does it bring the community together, but it gives Scottish football wider exposure. And it's funny you're talking about that, because my dissertation in fourth year was actually about that. It was about communication through digital channels, and it's actually a massive thing already in America. And I did research with different football clubs in Scotland, of the Premiership and the Championship, and spoke to like market managers, CEOs, you know, like your digital leads and stuff. And they said exactly the same thing. Like a lot of them look to America, and America's massive on this already, but the UK hasn't really got started on it yet.
Yeah.
And this is another reason for, like, I think where my business is hopefully going to thrive in a few years' time, is where, you know, we're going to bring that to Scottish football and UK football.
I think like what you were saying earlier about trying to get opportunities to work with clubs for your placement, that is so much more present in America. When I was looking at trying to work with clubs to get experience, everything on LinkedIn was not just in football, but with like baseball,
NFL.
All the like there's so
right.
many
Like,
apprenticeships.
I've seen them all the time. You see them all the time on LinkedIn and stuff. Like, I'm connected with a few people in America and stuff. You got like the actual NBA, the organisation itself, NFL, all the teams, even some of the play. And this is another big thing that I'm looking to bring to Scottish football as well. The NFL is really big in the NBA on this. The actual players themselves has their own digital teams behind in the background in the NBA. It's massive there.
Yeah.
Here in Scotland and here in the UK, the only person I can really think of at the moment is Erling Haaland that has that.
Yeah.
And that's something
true.
that a lot of players, I don't know if you are the same, but a lot
their
of players
personal
that I
branding.
know have spoke to me about it, like, oh, do you think it'd be a good thing? And I'd always say to them, yeah, of course it is.
Absolutely.
Even if it's just for a free pair of boots, like like the growing
Or a signed shirt.
but like growing and turning your personal brand into a product and into like almost like making celebrities out of athletes. Like there was a lot of that last year with the Women's Rugby World Cup, and trying to grow like many of the players. The cat's away. Many of the players like had their own clothing lines and different brands and things that were sort of going along with it. And I think that that went really well for the women's sport last year, and I'd love to see more of that in the men's sport because it's just not as prevalent.
Yeah, what I will say is I feel, I don't know if maybe because so much of social media is catered to women in the sense of like they want to, you know, like there is that sort of sense of like they're happier to put their personal brand out there, whereas sometimes with men there comes that like almost like embarrassment that maybe with like professional men's football or men's rugby they are a bit more reserved in what they want to put out there, and then that's why maybe the women's one was so strong, because I know sometimes like you try to get one of the guys to do something at the club and they are so hesitant to do it, and I don't
They
know if
see you with a camera and they're like, oh.
they like will run a mile, and I don't
They
know
go
if
in the
that's,
secret door.
yeah, and I don't know if that's like just their own sort of like embarrassment and maybe like taking the mic out of them in the changing room and things like that, and that's maybe like a bias that might need to be changed.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. Like I've noticed that as well.
We don't want to get fined.
I don't know if it's a male thing.
Yeah.
Well, there's that as
There's
well.
that.
Yeah,
If we get them more commercial branding opportunities, they'll have more money to pay the fines.
I like the thing you said
true.
there about celebrities though, because in my dissertation that I was talking about, there's actually a massive thing about Roman times. So in Roman with the gladiators were actually celebrities themselves.
Yeah.
And so there's this massive link back to like ancient Roman times of gladiator games and them being celebrities, and footballers being. It's almost quite like poetic in a way that they're now. Yeah.
Because you've got some big names in football that are celebrities in their own right, but there is such a space in Scottish football in particular to make celebrities out of all the players, and
There's some great characters.
Yeah.
Great characters that you just don't ever see or
Unless
haven't
it's-
seen
Yeah.
before.
unless it's content that clubs are sort of
producing
putting
out,
out.
and to get to that point they really have to really convince the
Yeah.
players to get involved and do that.
It's like pulling teeth.
Yeah, exactly. Otherwise they won't get that, and you
Yeah.
don't get that sort of personal reach with the players of your club that you absolutely like the fans idolise.
Yeah. What are the challenges that come with owning your own business then and keeping organised for that?
HMRC. That's it. I'll say that.
One word answer.
Yeah, no, of course, like, especially being a private limited company, you know, the company is separate itself from you as a person. I think a lot of people think, like, you are the company, but in the UK anyway, like, your company, you're in charge of that company, and if that company doesn't do certain things right, you are the responsible person for that. So, you know, for a 22-year-old, that's a lot of responsibility. It's difficult. It's very difficult, but you know, you learn from experience. Don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. And we were just joking about every time when January comes around, you have to do your self-assessment, and you're just like, I remember the first year I did it, I was so nervous that the tax man was going to turn up at my door like 2 years later and be like, you haven't done this right, and I was so stressed. And I remember I was like phoning other people I know who like had a business, and like, did you ever work with Bright Red Triangle at Napier?
No, I didn't actually.
You should. They're amazing.
I only found out about that after I graduated.
You can still.
Can you still do it?
As alumni, you can
Right,
still go
okay,
back to them. They're brilliant there. They are so good. Like when I first was starting out, they were so helpful and like, this is what you need to do. This is how much you should figure out how much you charge. Like, they gave me funding.
Did they?
Yeah, I pitched and I got £250 towards a piece of kit. Like.
So one thing, that's a good point you say that, because I actually applied for funding from the King's Trust.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people might not know about that. Maybe they didn't do business, but the King actually has like a business fund basically, and you can apply for it. You have to put in an application and stuff for what the money's going to be spent on and stuff. But yeah, I've applied for that. So
Nice.
if King Charles is watching, then do us a favour.
Thanks, Charlie.
Yeah, cheers, Charlie boy. And speaking about like kit there, we just mentioned it. Do you have a favourite piece of kit, a favourite app that you like to use when you're doing your...
Favourite piece of kit? Obviously, a lot of my stuff I do on my phone, because a lot of it's social media.
Yeah.
But if I had to choose a favourite piece of kit that isn't my phone, I'd probably say I bought this little retro camera, and you'll probably see on my TikTok, I did a video on this the other day. I just think it's so cool that you can have a little camera that's like a flashback to like the 1990s. And with, you know, how football looks now, everything's all about, you guys know this, right, from being video and photo, everything nowadays is about being sharp, colours,
Yeah.
high saturation. Whereas these retro cameras, they're pretty unsaturated at times, and they've just got that proper like nostalgic feel about them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just absolutely love, like, if you haven't seen it yet, go and like.
I
go
was
on my
watching it this
yeah,
morning. It's
good,
brilliant.
isn't it? It's
because
really good.
I think as well, like, obviously, when I take a photo, I'm taking it as sharp and perfect as possible, but it just doesn't work the same if you try to then put a retro filter on something. I think taking it,
It looks like it's warped, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't look natural.
because the whole dimension in the photo, like a Polaroid, a digital camera, a film camera is always gonna get like a better result than trying to like whack a filter on it. But I love that TikTok.
Yeah.
I was
100%.
rewatching that this morning actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Really,
And I think it might be quite good, like, for obviously for the semi-final, like that's like a really nostalgic
It's
thing
making
for
a
both
return.
clubs.
It's
I
making
think
a
it's gonna
return.
come
A lot
back.
of people have DM'd me and asked me like, oh, you know, you need to do it for the semi-final. So
Are you gonna have like, you need to get like your phone on the gimbal and then screw the digicam on
Yeah.
top and have like, have you seen like the massive builds and like all the different cameras
Yeah,
and like
yeah, when you put
the
the
meta
cage on.
glasses on, like every bit of
So I actually looked at meta glasses, and then I was like, I'm not spending 400 quid on glasses just
Yeah.
to record like 1080p in a square.
Yeah.
So I've actually looked. This is something for next season if anyone's like looking out for, you know, content wise. But I'm gonna look into getting one of those Insta360 ones that you can just like magnet onto your.
yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So if anyone nicks that idea between them,
No. I would really want, you know, the DJI
if we see them pop
Osmos?
up anywhere
yeah,
else.
the little one that does the
Yeah.
wee
Yeah,
twirly
yeah,
thing.
with the
Yeah,
wee-
I've seen
I
that.
would
Yeah.
love
yeah.
one of those.
Because Hibs women they use that sometimes for
Yeah.
their like pre-match and warm-up videos and stuff, and I've got my eye on one of them. But again,
Kit is so. I think that's
you've
half
never
the
done
battle.
spending.
Yeah, half
Like-
the battle is buying kit. and
What's your
maintaining
advice
the
to
kit.
everyone on kit?
Buy second-hand. There's
Yeah.
absolutely no need to buy brand new kit. I have only recently treated myself to like a brand new Nikon product, but I always go with Wex, Parks, or MPB because they check the kit and you're getting it for a fraction of the price.
Yeah.
Albeit MPB, I have a bit of
I don't like MPB
annoyance
as much.
for.
Yeah.
I tried to sell my drone, brand new DJI,
Or
haven't
they
used
undervalue
it,
it.
and they tried to give me 130 quid
Yeah.
for something that was like
No.
500-600 quid. I was like, whoa.
I don't like
Jeez,
selling
no.
to them because like
Yeah, I
I'm
wouldn't
trying
sell
to
to
sell a
them.
lens at the minute that's worth £500 and they're offering me 250, and I was like, away you go. I need
Is-
money for the World Cup.
Is eBay or Vinted the best place to go?
I would never buy off of
I
there.
wouldn't trust it.
I'd maybe
Selling?
sell, but I'd never buy because
Yeah.
I like having that sort of guaranteed that they've serviced
Yeah.
the equipment.
I'm sitting here getting advice. I love this.
Really,
It's
see,
great.
I would my thing is research. Before I buy anything, I will watch like video after video after video after video. Like when I bought the mics that you guys have, I watched like 6 different YouTube videos, and what they do is like they compare different things. Like the comparison ones are so good. Like say when I bought my GoPro, which I lost that game, I don't know where it is. So if any football club is watching this and has a random GoPro kicking about, it could be mine. But like they compare loads of different cameras, and you can look at and it shows you the quality of each one.
Yeah.
You want to look at things like what other people use, like research other creators and see what they use. Like that's the
If you
biggest
like
thing for
their
me
content.
because you're putting a lot of money down on something.
Yeah.
You want to make sure it's right, and if you know somebody else that has one, test it out before you do it. Before you commit to buying one
I
yourself.
think it's really interesting what you said about you research on YouTube. How different is that now? Like I do exactly the same. If I'm going to buy something,
Yeah.
I'm typing it up on YouTube and searching it.
Yeah.
But like back in the day,
How would you know? You'd have to
You
get
know,
on
I-
the
yeah.
camera.
To be honest, I've almost gone a step further. I don't research anything on YouTube now. I
Oh, you
research
TikTok it?
I research,
TikTok.
yeah.
Yeah,
My
true.
attention span, I can get the answer I need in 30 seconds
To be
rather
fair,
than
if I
30
go on
minutes.
holiday, I'll TikTok like best things to do in
Yeah.
Barcelona.
That's how I plan trips. That's how I
Yeah.
planned, like, we've written, so there's like a group of us going out to America for the World Cup, and I've written that I'm like the annoying
how
traveller.
many times has she dropped this in already? So
that I'm going out.
I'm not, I'm
Were you
not jealous.
going
Don't
really?
worry,
Actually,
I'm not
were you
jealous.
going to?
Yeah.
And I've literally written like a whole itinerary for when we're in New York, when we're in Boston, and I'm that traveller. And they're all like, Ruby, why have you scheduled lunch for 12:30? And I'm like, well, why wouldn't you schedule
You've
it?
got a full schedule already.
For New York, I do, because we've
Wow.
got like 2 days
Really, to be fair, New York's like a big one. You want to make sure
Yeah.
you don't miss.
Can we not normalise though these prices
Oh, it's
for tickets
ridiculous.
and travel?
I refuse to buy a
Unbelievable.
match
Let's
ticket.
not
I'm not
even
paying
remotely
that.
normalise
But
it. It's
America's
not
like
normal.
that though, isn't it? Like no matter what
Yes.
sports match you go to, because I went to New York and we went to a basketball game. We got really good seats. but it was ridiculous prices. But
Yeah.
it was like one of the best things I've ever experienced in my life, because they don't really do this over here, and this is something that I think they
Everything's
should
so
do.
much more of a spectacle.
It's more like they had like t-shirt cannon gun things.
Dundee have one of them. Have you
Do
seen
they?
that?
They've got a t-shirt gun.
Dundee have a
No
t-shirt
way.
gun.
Bring
Dundee,
that
not
to
United,
Scotland
Dundee.
football.
Dundee football.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's Dundee. I've
Yeah.
seen a video and they are shooting
Stop.
t-shirts
And then they have all the
out.
cheerleaders, and they have so much going
Yeah.
on at half time.
Kilmarnock have cheerleaders. I was at the game on Saturday night.
No
Yeah,
way.
Killy cheerleaders. Yeah.
Yeah, because
I was
like,
at the game on Saturday night.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got them.
like, don't get me wrong, I love the crossbar challenge. I think that's the most entertaining thing, but that takes
That's
up
it.
like 2 minutes of the
Yeah.
15 minutes. Like, I
Mascots need to
you
start
get
doing more
everybody
like they
going,
do
you've
in
got
America.
bands.
Nah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But you know, on like the World Cup ticket prices though, so my brother is what's the whole for SNC member?
Scottish Supporters Club.
There we go. So he like went to the Euros. He's got I think he has something like 15, 16 points. For the Euros, he got 3 match tickets for £156 for 3 games. For the World Cup, he's paid over £900 for 3 games. It's
disgusting.
ridiculous.
It's
That's
disgusting.
insane.
I think,
That's
like you say, that we
insane.
need to not normalise this.
Yeah.
Like, this
Yeah.
is not normal. Even in, like, I know in Scottish Parliament and stuff as well, at the moment they're talking about, like, the £25 ticket.
Yeah.
I think that's
Yeah.
great. Like,
Yeah.
let's encourage that, because that's fantastic what
Yeah.
they're
Yeah,
doing. Because
absolutely.
we should not be following in the footsteps of America in that part of sport.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
not start. I mean, can you imagine Livingston versus Motherwell being like £100 a ticket? I mean, Livy struggle for fans as it is sometimes. But, do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, and if
let's
you're
not
doing
normalise that.
like a day out to the football, like, you know, obviously, like,
If you're a family of 4,
yeah, that's like, you know,
Yeah.
easily 50, 60 quid. That's if you want to do that every weekend, that's ridiculous.
I mean,
Like,
if you're a
money to
family
be
of
paid.
4 for your 4 tickets at if they're like £25,
yeah,
there's £100.
That's
Obviously, if
100
it's kids and stuff, but
Yeah.
And travel, that's before
travel,
Yeah.
travel,
pie,
food at the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, those pie prices, you know, since I've started
Yeah.
working in football, they've gone one way.
That's one thing I
Yeah,
love about
that's
working in
true.
football though, is the free
Pie
pies.
pipe.
Yeah,
Pie
I'm
voucher.
not
Pie
gonna lie, that
vouchers.
is definitely a benefit.
Yeah.
that is a perk.
Not a lot of people know that. I didn't know that till you maybe aren't the same. I didn't know that the
Yeah.
clubs gave out free pies.
I didn't
Really?
even
At
know it
halftime.
like the
It's
first.
like the most important
Yeah.
thing.
All right,
It's like,
here's a
who's
question.
getting the pie voucher?
Who's got the best pies?
Well, I feel like we have to say Kelly pies. Are they not like
no, you don't.
infamous?
No. They used to be really good, but I
Yeah.
think they've kind of gone. They've slid down the little table.
have to.
I've
Yeah.
got the best pie, and I don't know if Pittodrie do this pie, but I got it at Cove Rangers ground. The Balmoral pie.
Balmoral
It
pie.
is amazing.
Oh, really?
It's the best pie I've ever had.
I've got a bit of a dark horse.
Oh,
Ross County.
those kind
Oh,
of pies. Oh,
that's
I don't know.
Dingwall. I really want to go.
Dingwall pies.
I was
Yeah,
gutted
I
when
was-
they came down
Do you know what? Me too. I was
because
like,
I wanted Livy
so
obviously
good.
to stay down
Yeah.
and County to stay up, and I really want a trip to Dingwall.
But when we went to Aberdeen last year in the Scottish Cup, I didn't know we were getting this. We got a ticket thing that gave us a free pie and a free drink.
yeah,
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
normalise that. For sat there like pre-match editing our social media stuff, and I'm just sat in the like photographer's room, just kind of doing a bit of editing. Pie on the side, Coca-Cola, fantastic.
The one thing
and a
I
good
don't-
pie as well.
The one thing I don't like about it is it always, this is me just being greedy, but like it specifies on it only a pie. So like the first time I got given one of
yeah.
these was when we were
Was
away
it
to
like only
Celtic.
a pie plus one drink or something?
Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah.
So like I went up to the food counter at Celtic and I was like, ooh, 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 and there was like one of the counters that had like tons of, I think they've got more options there. And I was like, oh, I'll take like the loaded hot dog, and they're like, it's a pie only.
Yeah, it's funny. I
I like
offered
them.
up loads of pies to when I was doing like the BBC shift recently. I offered up loads of pies, and I picked up some extra kebab pies because I was like, they're the best ones, obviously. And everybody turned their nose up at it, and I was like, guys, the kebab pies are the best ones. Like, why are you not going near the kebab pies?
I love on a match day like monitoring other members of the media team because we've got one
What,
at
eating a
Falkirk.
pie?
No, but
I
like
was gonna say she sat
There's
there.
always-
She sat there analysing.
Oh, what pie is that?
there's
Steak pie,
always
kidney
one
pie, or whatever.
that goes back for seconds or thirds.
Media's bad for that. You
Your
notice-
media.
No, not people that work for clubs, like media people.
Oh,
like
yeah.
your reporters and stuff. They're bad for that. Especially
They-
ones that leave the trays out. They'll go up, nick one. Well,
Yeah.
not nick. Sorry, they'll politely take one,
Yeah.
come back, eat one, and they'll go back up and look if there's another one there.
Yeah.
I've seen it multiple
Really?
times. So
Yeah.
many times I've seen it happen.
And they're like
At different-
vultures.
Not just at like
They're
one
like, as soon as the pies
club,
come
yeah,
out.
100%.
Oh yeah, yeah.
See,
yeah.
when we were away to Killy, when was that? Like end of December, beginning of January, something like
I
that.
wasn't there for those ones.
Were you not there for that game? Oh, well, anyway, the pies came out at half time, and I went in to get one, and it was like a stampede in the corner of all the photographers and
And they
reporters.
hover over it as well.
Yeah.
But they don't. There's
They
no
don't move
like,
out the
there's
way
no
for you,
queue.
Glenn.
There's no queue. Like I'm stood there like behind somebody, and then these random folk just come swarming in like
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I was like,
There's enough pies for
you know,
everybody.
they've put them out there for everyone there.
Yeah. What could
Why
our
not?
title for this episode be? Pies, pies, pies. Like we're doing a thing where like all of our titles are going to be like alliteration.
Pies, pars,
Pies,
and
pars, and
something.
Premier Pro. We're going to talk about the semi-final that's happening this weekend.
When's it happening?
This weekend.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah. So, the rivalry. Got some questions here on my phone. We're going to go through it. So, as rivals, and I've got them in big letters, as rivals, how do you plan on creating exciting content but not cross the line? So where do you become like you can
Where
make-
is the line?
where is the line? That's the question. Like I don't know, because
Do you know when you say where's the line? All I think about is that one episode of The Office where I'm pretty sure the episode is called "Where's the Line," and they have to go for that whole safety video thing.
Oh,
Have you ever seen it?
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
with Michael
yeah.
Scott. Yeah.
My
Isn't
favourite.
it about like racism and misogyny?
Yeah. He's like, "Where's the line?"
My
Where's the
favourite one
line?
is parkour, and he like does a
yeah,
forward
and he
roll.
rolls through the thing. Yeah.
I'll tell you where the line is, and it's before what happened at the Celtic Rangers quarterfinal. We don't want that.
Yeah.
We don't
yeah.
want, like, you can have a rivalry and you can have fun. Well, obviously, sorry, you're talking about content there, but I'm talking about, like,
Yeah, well,
no pitch invasions.
Yeah, please no pitch
And no
invasions.
throwing flares like grenades.
Yeah.
Because they'll go over our heads. That's the other thing.
Yeah, that's
if you're throwing
we're in the
flares,
danger zone.
we are
yeah.
the ones in danger, not the rival fan. If
even
you're
like-
throwing, that is going over our heads.
Yeah.
And, like, all the ad boards that the fans crush when they jump over, guess what those ad boards crush? My, you know, tens of thousands of pounds worth of camera equipment and laptop and, like...
Yeah.
My iPhone 14 Pro, guys. Please.
Yeah, like singing and having fun, and everyone will have their tifos.
I just think what we're all saying is we want a good game
We're better than
on
the
the
old
pitch
firm.
and off
Yeah.
the pitch.
Yeah,
We're not the old
absolutely.
firm.
Yeah, that
Don't do
was awful to
Yeah.
watch.
I don't know who did it, but it was a game against, it was like a team against Celtic, and their picture for the game was like the information behind the pillar.
Livingston.
Livy.
Was that Livy?
That was
That
Livy.
was-
Yeah,
I thought
yeah, yeah.
that is a good
Shout
example
out to Livingston
of,
graphic designer because that was an
Yeah.
absolute belter.
that
By
was
the way,
amazing.
that was so good.
I think that's a good example of like appropriate doesn't cross the line.
Yeah,
It's like a
100%,
good poke, it's a
100%.
good joke.
I got so many folk rattled as well. By
Yeah,
the way,
yeah,
it's like how
yeah.
you getting rattled by like something that's that funny. I found it
Yeah.
funny. as
I
anything.
thought it was
Brilliant.
But I
Like
think,
if you did that to us, right? Say I don't know who does your graphics for you guys. If you had done something like that, right, like a pillar or something, just take them. That's hilarious. Like everyone's
Yeah.
having to put. Like I mean,
yeah, it's not
People
like,
miss the trick,
lighthearted.
like,
That's the
Exactly.
difference.
Earlier in the
lighthearted.
year there where like Dundee United just couldn't get the water off that corner of their pitch.
Talking about that Dundee United one, who they did the two circles and they put the score in the middle. I can't remember what the graphic was for.
I don't know.
It was for a
So-
result. I don't remember what it was for. That was fantastic, Patter.
I like the graphics that they spit out.
No,
Like
not
how-
it wasn't a graphic
Oh, was
though.
it
It was
not
like a
them?
full time thing. It was like a meme one they put out. Someone will be able to
Dundee
comment
or
it.
Dundee-
Dundee United.
Dundee
They did like
United.
the two circles and then the common bit in the middle. I can't remember what it was. Unbelievable, and it went proper viral. It was
Really?
really good. Yeah.
We'll have a look for that
I can't
one.
remember what it was though.
I do like their style though, like their general aesthetic. I enjoy that.
They work with
Right,
social
we've
media.
gotten
What
way
actually
off
was the
topic.
question? Did we even answer it?
Where's
or-
I think we did. I think
Yeah,
we did
yeah,
answer
I think
it
we
in
got that.
Yeah.
Okay. My next one is, what platforms work best for highlighting the rivalry between teams?
Depends who you're trying to
Aggravate.
get aggravated in the argument, because you've got like our generation. I mean, I look at this from like our generation and my dad's generation. So you've got like your Facebook comments or your TikTok comments,
That's
basically.
true.
Can we just say what a massive difference those comment sections are?
Yeah. They're like, yeah.
I feel like you need to have like, you need to speak a different language to understand what's going on in the TikTok comments sometimes. Like the 15-year-old lingo. I feel so old saying that, but like
Yeah.
I don't understand it. But yeah, I think it depends on, what do you think, like who you're going for.
I think target audience is everything, to be like
Yeah.
you say. It depends on who you're targeting. That's the best answer.
So you're
I would
going
give.
everywhere.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
You
That's
should-
I think it changes
fair.
up.
Spitting
It changes
everything out
depending on the
everywhere.
platform. That's what I'd say.
Yeah. We've kind of briefly spoke on this, but how important is the banter for rival content? I think it's everything. It has to.
It starts here.
It is.
Yeah.
But one thing I would say, there are certain clubs that do it too much, and it's not funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want to look like a sour plum.
Exactly. And then you don't want to aggravate it so much that then you've got like folk throwing flares or folks like see, as
100%.
soon as people start fighting, I'm like, guys, please.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Like the Spider-Man masks. Like, why? Like, just why?
Let the football do the talk. Like,
Exactly. Let the game do
I
the
think
talking.
with your
Yeah.
content, you want to.
You want to promote
enhance
Scottish
and
football.
Yeah.
Not all the other stuff that's going on.
Yeah, exactly. Like, let the football talk for it.
42 clubs in SPFL are brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I do like that.
Do you think that competitiveness helps increase fan engagement?
Absolutely.
100%.
Yep.
This semi-final is
100%.
automatically selling like 30% minimum, 30% more tickets as a minimum because it's Falkirk versus Dunfermline and not Falkirk versus St Mirren or Dunfermline versus
I think
St
the
Mirren.
other thing is, right, remove the ticket aspect and the size of the fan base. But do you think there's more people are talking about Celtic versus St Mirren or Dunfermline versus Falk? Like every single person that I know, not one person has said, "Oh, Celtic versus St Mirren." It's
I would
all
say we're-
Everyone's talking
about
about the
Dunfermline
Kilmarnock
versus
derby.
Falkirk.
Yeah.
We're in a unique situation with this one as well, where obviously St Mirren beat Celtic in the League Cup final 4 months ago. But yeah, still this is more because I heard like sports scene touch on that like a wee bit,
Yeah.
and they were talking about Celtic St Mirren. I was like, yeah, get to the Kingarden derby.
I
Yeah.
think as well,
Like-
though, both teams are there off their own merit. There hasn't been luck involved. Like both teams deserve to be there, and they
both
both
had-
equally deserve
Yeah.
exact same
Yeah.
chance to go through and win it.
Yeah, they've had a great
Yeah.
cup run, both
Both
teams.
of them, and they
St
haven't
Mirren's
come
had a
up-
great cup run.
But like you say, like they haven't come up against like, no disrespect to any teams in the SPFL, but do you know what I mean? They haven't played like League Two opposition all the way through to the final.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Dunfermline have beaten Hibs and they've beaten Aberdeen, and they've not just. Okay, the one against Hibs, they got a last minute winner, but they
Yeah.
were in that game the whole
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
Aberdeen, you both said it to me as well. Like they were fully deserving beating them.
Yeah.
Falkirk were exactly the same. I went and watched Falkirk versus Hearts in the fourth
Yeah.
round.
I didn't
Yous
think
were-
we'd get past that.
Yeah,
I didn't
know.
think you would either, but you know, you got past Hearts, who are absolutely flying at the top of the league.
Yeah.
They are the favourites at the moment, anyway, to win the league. To go to
Yeah.
Tynecastle, beat them, and then continue through that run. Stenhousemuir, for you, okay, you should be beating them, but you know, when you're on
when
the
we
TV
had
at
Stenny,
night,
did you have Kelty?
Yeah.
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 So that was two. I mean,
But Stenny's having a good run at
well,
the minute
that's
as
the thing I was
well,
going to say. Like cups cause upsets, and while those two teams were
Especially those
slightly,
nighttime TV games,
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
are always causing upsets.
But we had two derbies at that level to play,
Mm.
which then kind of like on paper what your team is goes out the window.
and then
Yeah.
you beat Dundee United, I want to say.
Yeah.
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 Which again, another Premiership side,
100%.
they're chasing us
And
for
they
six.
beat us the week before, did they not? Or was that a draw? In the
Yeah, they beat us.
Yeah.
They beat us. Hendo got a red card.
Yes, that's right.
So
yeah.
going into the cup game against
Even
them,
as
it's
well,
like-
just a bit of a mini shout out to Partick Thistle, because what a performance they put
Oh,
in
yeah.
against St Mirren.
Yeah.
I was disappointed not to see Partick beat
I was
St
as
Mirren.
well.
Yeah.
Again, I don't mind St Mirren, I don't mind Partick Thistle, but you know, repping the championship. I just think it's shown how good the championship is.
I think
you know
the
what I mean? Yous have come
championship's the most
straight up,
interesting.
100%.
This is an
competition.
argument for a 20
16,
team,
20,
60, yeah,
that's another
a
thing,
bigger
actually.
Premiership.
I think we're all in favour of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get
I
the
would love
Premiership
that.
bigger.
Just make it more exciting.
Yeah.
More going on.
Yeah.
I'm like a bit bored of the Premiership teams.
Well, I think this year the Premiership's been exciting because Hearts have been doing so well and the Old Firm teams have not been doing as well.
Yeah.
And that's caused so much of its own drama in between the Premiership. But any other year, I don't think. But I do think the last 3 years in Scottish football, it's got a lot more exciting.
Yeah, definitely. And I
Especially
think
this year's been
this has been
crazy.
the most exciting Premiership that I've ever seen. And what like in my lifespan of paying attention to it, but also
Yeah.
in the Championship, I think it's like Obviously, St Johnstone are running away a bit,
But I mean, there was,
Yeah,
I think
true,
last
yeah.
week there was like a 5-point difference from
Yeah.
fourth, Dunfermline, who were in fourth, down to 10th place, because
I
Queen's
think that's
Park were on an
fantastic.
absolute mad run. I don't know how they've done that. But yeah, it's been so competitive. It's
Just
good
makes
though.
it
It's
so
good for
exciting.
Scottish football. You want it to be competitive.
Yeah.
Whoever, over the last 30, 40 years, where no team has won it other than Celtic and Rangers,
Yeah.
whoever's looked at that and gone, oh, that's exciting for Scottish football. Like, it's not exciting to watch the same. And that's not me disrespecting Celtic or Rangers. I have the utmost respect for both of them.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're both fantastic in terms of for Scottish football. And the Old Firm, there's nothing else like an Old Firm in the
Yeah.
UK. Just nothing
Yeah.
comes close to it.
Yeah.
But how interesting is it this year with Hearts at the top? And
Yeah.
Aberdeen
Yeah.
last year, the run they went
Yeah,
on.
Aberdeen had an amazing.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, yeah.
Aye.
And then like
And even
then their
Motherwell
Scottish
coming
Cup.
close.
Yep.
To,
They won the Scottish Cup.
yeah,
And then
my favourite.
they got
moment.
knocked out this year. They got knocked out
Yeah.
this year, but it's exciting now. It is I think the season has been really exciting. A lot of standout players as well.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
100%.
So I've got 5 questions for you both, and they are about Falkirk and Dunfermline. So none of the questions are just about Falkirk or just about Dunfermline. It's about
Okay.
both.
And each answer's gone on an individual
So
card.
write
right?
your answer on the card and then hold the card up when I tell you to.
Right.
So just so that there's no shouting out or cheating.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Okay.
Are you both ready?
Yes.
Question number 1. Which club is older, Falkirk or Dunfermline?
I really hope that's in focus.
Right, do we have our answers ready?
I haven't written it very big, but
We.
It's
I have
fine.
my answer. Yes.
So on the count of 3, turn your answer to face the camera.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Oh,
Different answers.
Different
Different
answers.
answers.
So you both think your club is the oldest. Falkirk was founded in 1876. Dunfermline was founded in 1885, I think.
yeah.
Yeah.
Ha ha ha! 1 point to me.
1-0 Alana.
Thank you very much.
Right.
See, the problem there is I knew Dunfermline was 1885. I just didn't know Falkirk. So I'm
Well,
just
see, I
going,
knew you would know that, but I
Yeah,
also
yeah,
knew that
yeah.
Alana wouldn't
Yeah.
know when Dunfermline was founded.
Yeah.
So,
Ball
Right.
knowledge 0.
question number 2. Which team has Barney Stewart scored more championship goals for?
I need to list every one of his goals because I've got them on my phone if you want them.
No, just which team do you think he scored
In
more
just
for
in a certain season or just
in the
in
championship?
the championship?
Do we have our answers locked in?
I do.
Okay, on the count of 3, let's turn them around.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Dunfermline.
You're both correct.
Come on.
He has scored 6, am I right, for Dunfermline?
I want to say yeah.
Okay, question number 3. When's the last time Falkirk and Dunfermline met in the Scottish Cup? Alana, are you thinking?
And I know exactly why she's asked this as well.
I don't know, but I'm just gonna.
I've asked this because I had to try and come up with these questions myself. So 2, 1. Brodie takes the point.
Oh.
The semi-final in 2009.
And we don't need to say anything else about that. That was it. Just the game.
Oh, was that
it.
when
Yeah.
Falkirk won it?
Arfield scored.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we got to the final against Rangers that year.
I didn't like football in 2009. I was still
To be
into
fair, I
Barbies.
was only 6, so
Yeah,
I
I
think
was into
cut
Barbies
some
in
slack.
2009.
I got bribed with a charm bracelet to go to the game because my dad wanted
In
to not go.
2009?
Yeah.
Wow.
As a family day out,
Really?
and I wasn't too fussed at the time. What's the score now? Shit.
2-1.
2-1.
Yeah.
No, yeah, 2-1.
Yeah, I won the first one.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
got
yeah.
Dunfermline right as well.
Did you?
Yeah, I got the second question
Oh, yeah,
right.
2-2.
Oh,
Must
yeah.
be 2-2.
Yeah,
Yeah,
2-2.
2. No, give me one
Um,
that I know the answer to, please.
Okay.
Thanks.
Oh, I don't know which one to go for next. Right. Falkirk and Dunfermline last played each other this time last year. What was the score?
I actually don't know. Do you know the answer?
Yep.
Oh, for God's sake. I don't know. Okay,
2,
I have no
1.
idea. Honestly, I couldn't tell you.
No.
Was it
and
not?
No. It was
No.
1-0.
Was it 1-0?
Was it?
Yeah, it was 1-0.
Oh, am I thinking of the first? No, 2.
I think we beat them 2-1 in the October, maybe.
Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking.
And then
Lewis
it's-
McCann scored.
So
Wrong
it is
game, wrong
2-0.
match. 2-2. That's
So-
good going into the final game.
Going
Oh,
into
so
the
it's
final
match
question.
point.
Match point.
Is it who's going to Hampden to play Celtic?
And I really hope I've got my stats right on this one. This is a Scottish Cup themed question. Both clubs have won the Scottish Cup twice, but who won it most recently?
Can I phone a friend?
No, you can't
Phone a friend. What is this? He wants to be a
She wants to phone her
millionaire.
boyfriend, who's a massive Falkirk fan.
Can I phone a friend? I was actually going to phone Josh.
So,
Wait, I haven't got an answer. I haven't
I
got an
don't have
answer.
an
both clubs have won the Scottish Cup twice, but who won it most recently? Right.
Just in case I get this wrong, I don't know when Falkirk last won it, but I do know when Dunfermline last won it.
3, 2, 1. Both of you are wrong.
Was it Dunfermline?
Dunfermline-
1961, 1968. When was Falkirk?
Falkirk last won it in 1957. They won it in 13 and then 57.
Damn.
So 2-2. Now I need to come
We
up
gotta
with another
decide it.
Now
question.
we got it. Yeah.
Which stadium has the larger capacity? East End Park or the Falkirk
I
Stadium?
think I know this one.
Yeah. Oh, guys.
Should we just go for a tie? Should we just?
Yeah, we can leave it at a tie.
Well, thanks very much for joining us, Brodie, today. It's been great. Talked about loads of stuff. Some wee rants, but all in good fun, I guess.
And we're matching as well. We haven't
And we're all
even said that
matching
the entire
in the
time.
pink.
We're
I
literally
know.
matching.
Pink girls
I know. Thank you for dressing up like the Tunnel Vision logo
on brand.
with the spiky bits as well. It's got like the
Yeah.
logo in it. But
I
yeah,
have to hire you to join the team.
but yeah, I think that's all from us today.
Yeah. And it's nice to have two sides of the bridge in one room with no fighting. Long may that continue.
Yeah, that's
What
true.
a Scottish Cup game we've got in hand
In-
ahead of us.
Ahead of us,
I
yeah.
know.
I
See
think
you
that's
on
gonna-
Saturday.
Yeah, we'll see you
It
on
might not be
Saturday.
as friendly on Saturday.
I hope I don't see you at Hampden. Well, I won't see you at Hampden in the final, but I hope that's your only trip to Hampden this year. It needs to be the same though.
But yeah.
Brilliant. Well, nice to meet you, Brodie.
Yeah,
Thanks for
thanks.
coming along.
Cheers.
Cheers.
If you want to keep up to date with all things Tunnel Vision Podcast, you can find us on Insta and TikTok at tunnel.vision.pod or tunnel.vision.podcast.
New episodes kick off fortnightly on YouTube and Spotify, and you can find all of them linked in our bio.
If you're interested in getting involved and sponsoring one of our episodes, pop us an email at tunnelvisionpodcast@yahoo.com.
See you later.
Bye.